Our documentary, On the Edge, includes elements such as vox pops, interviews and some archive footage that real media products also include. The interviews are in full sentences, as if questions are being asked and then answered fully. The interviewee is always stood to one side of the frame, and usually they are not looking into the camera, a convention of documentaries. However, on some of our interviews, we have chosen to have the interviewee looking straight into the camera to give the documentary a personal feel, which will also appeal to our younger target audience. Also on the screen, when the interviewee first appears, is a title with their name and relevance to the documentary. For example, one of our titles in our documentary is Rupert Shankster, PKI founding member, and one example of a title from a real product is Dawn Perlmutter, FBI advisor, Satanic Homicides. The mise-en-scène in our interviews has been constructed to provide a visual stimulus with tricks happening in the right-hand side of the frame. This observation of mise-en-scène is also apparent in documentaries which I have analysed, such as The Miracle on Hudson River, where the mise-en-scène shows us the interviewee's job. For example, the police officers are wearing their uniform and are interviewed in the station. Our radio advert uses codes and conventions of real media products by addressing who, what and why. The who is who you are talking to, which is 16 to 20-year-olds, our target audience. What is what we want them to do, which is watch our documentary, and why is so that they can learn about a new and interesting sport. To appeal to our target audience, we have used a casual language, using words such as dangerous and death-defying, which make it sound exciting for our audience. The music in the background is also music which can appeal to them, as it is Pendulum, which are a popular band at the moment. We have chosen for our documentary to be on Channel 4, which is also a channel which appeals to our younger audience. Our radio advert uses conventions by giving a brief explanation of our documentary without giving too much away from it. It also uses sound bites from our documentary within the vox pops that were heard and the parts of the interview which are seen at the end of our documentary. The narration also tells us the time, date and channel and name of the documentary. This is at the end to make it more memorable and so that people will always remember when it is on. Our newspaper advert uses the forms and conventions of other Channel 4 adverts because it is branded with the Channel 4 logo on the right-hand side, making it the last thing that is seen before the audience turn the page. The Channel 4 logo appears in black next to the footprints so that they match and sort of blend in together, so it stands out but it does not look obscure. The name of the show is in the bottom left-hand corner and it is the largest text that appears on the advert. This is so that it will stand out, and it is also in a white box to do the same. Below this is the slogan, Do Something Different. This is also heard in the radio advert, so that if people hear the radio advert and see the newspaper advert, they know that they are advertising the same thing. The slogan is then followed by the full date and time, being one of the last things that is seen to make it more memorable for the audience. The image encapsulates the documentary, showing the urban side to the sport with the brick wall and the footprints. The image does not give a lot away about the documentary, but makes the audience wonder what it is about, so hopefully they will want to watch it. Therefore, our media product has used the forms and conventions of real media products and adapted them so they are relevant for our documentary.